Good morning, lifelong wellness students. We are moving on for this particular course, LW 220. Please note that we are now moving into week 5. So if you look at your weekly schedule, you'll see for week 5 that you're reading chapter 9, which deals with psychological wellness, and chapter 11, which deals with stress management. So psychological well-being and stress management really do go hand in hand. So that's why we like to put those two particular units together. So learning how to manage your stress effectively definitely can help your psychological well-being. Along with that, you're going to be taking quiz number 6. So this is the last of your quizzes. After this, all you have is a final exam as far as testing goes. And then you also are submitting your writing assignment number 2, which is your personal dietary analysis. So if you look under the content button and you go to your week 4 module, okay, week 4 module, you're going to see all of your instructions. So the first one is the instructions on how to use FitDay. FitDay.com is a website that will give you a computerized report and more of a detailed breakdown of your vitamins and minerals and different nutrients that you're consuming that you wouldn't necessarily get by just filling out a simple food log. So for this document here, this kind of basically is an overview of the entire assignment and in a step-by-step process. For step number 1, you're going to be recording all of your food that you ingest for 3 consecutive days. So under this step number 1, record food intake, I gave you examples and ideas of how to record your foods on your logs. Now, as far as where are the logs located, right here underneath that, you'll see writing assignment number 2, personal diet analysis, food logs. So you're going to open up that document and you can actually just type right into this document. So if you go to the second page, you'll see day 1 is blank and you can just start entering in all of your food and beverage items for day 1. I want you to list the particular food group that it comes from. If it's a fruit, you would just put an F. If it's a veggie, you'd put a V. And so on and so forth. And then how much of it you had, try to be specific with your serving amounts. And then also how many grams of fiber, carb, fat, and protein. So you're going to do 3 consecutive days. Okay, so 3 days in a row. And I definitely would prefer if you would do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That way you're getting a total snapshot because sometimes we eat differently on the weekends than we do during the week. So if you have at least one weekend versus 2 weekdays in there, you're going to get a better snapshot of your overall diet. So the first step is just to start recording those foods. And I encourage you to be open and honest. Please don't leave anything out because you don't want your professor to see what you're actually eating. In order for this to be a valuable learning experience for you, you have to be open and honest about everything you are eating. And if you are, I'm telling you, you can learn a lot about your dietary pattern and things that might need to be changed as a result of doing this assignment. So that's your first step, recording all of your foods. When you look at step number 2, that's where we get into the calculations. So if we go down in our document here, calculations, I would have given you an example here. Say this is just one day. Say you recorded all this on day 1. So you're going to total everything up. So how many grams of fat did you ingest? How many grams of protein, carb, fiber, all that good stuff. Then you're going to convert grams into calories. And for fat, you simply multiply by 9 because fat has 9 calories per gram. So that will tell you how many calories you're ingesting from fat. For protein and carbohydrate, it is 4. So both of them contain 4 calories per gram. So simply multiplying your grams by 4 will tell you how many calories you ingested from protein and carbs. Then you're just going to add those 3 together, fat calories, protein calories, and carb calories, and it'll tell you how many total calories you ingested for that particular day. Okay, so that's how you're going to fill out your daily food logs. Also note that another question is what percentage of your total calories came from carb, protein, and fat? So the way you're going to do that is just following my math here. So if you consumed 436 calories from carbohydrate and divided it by the total calories, which was 1,098, multiply that answer by 100 and you get 40% of your calories for that day actually came from carbohydrate. Do the same thing for fat. Divide your fat calories by your total calories and you get 48%. And then protein, you can see we've gotten 13%. So that particular meal that we just showed you on this previous page is actually 40% carb, 48% fat, and 13% protein. So that's how you're going to do the math. So on your food logs, you're going to be writing all of those totals on this first page, which we call the totals page. So this totals page needs to be filled out. So everything for day one is right here. So just a snapshot on day one, I can see how many grams of fiber you ingested, fiber, fat, all of that is listed under the totals page. So you're going to do a totals for day one, you're going to do it for day two, and then also for day three. Okay, so that's how you're going to fill out your food log and your totals page. So those are the first two steps of the assignment that have to be done. Then once you're finished with that, you can move on to step number 3, which is your computer analysis. Okay, so for your computer analysis, you're going to go to this website, fitday.com. You can see I've included the web link here. And then I just kind of went through a step-by-step process of how to sign up. It's free, how to create your own profile, and then start entering your foods. So if you just walk through these steps, you shouldn't have any issues with completing that. For the reports that you're going to be taking a screenshot of or saving the document on your computer, you're going to need a food log, you're going to need a calorie report, you're going to need the nutrition report, and then the percent RDA or adequate intake graph. So there's basically 4 reports for each day that you're going to be taking screenshots of, because you're going to be copy and pasting those reports into a Word document, which I'll show you in a second. So make sure you save those reports for each individual day. Once you've gotten your reports, then you have all the data you need to analyze your diet. So then you're going to answer these questions. I've provided you with 10 questions, okay? So based on the results that you've gathered now, go ahead and answer those questions and make sure that you fully answer each question. So I've given you some feedback as far as how to properly answer each question. So those are the questions you're going to be answering, okay? Then you're going to create a 1-word document. So basically one document, you're going to submit all of this information into this one document, and then you're going to put that into the Dropbox. So where is that document? I've given you a template right here. So if you open this up, you'll see that you can type your answers directly in here. So after each question, go ahead and type your answers. Okay, then you're going to copy and paste all of your food logs. Okay, the totals page, day 1, day 2, and day 3. Okay, and then you're going to copy and paste all of your reports from FitDay for each day. So this is your template that you can use to submit everything into the Dropbox. So it's submitted in one document. So I'm not opening up 20 different documents. So make sure your name is on it. And then as far as submitting it, you're going to go to the assignments button here, and then you'll see writing assignment number 2. So that's where you're going to submit that project. Okay, so again, this is a valuable learning experience. Many students do gather a lot of great information about their dietary pattern, and they make a lot of great changes as a result of this assignment. So if you have further questions and you get stuck along the way, please get with me, but you want to get started early on this assignment because it is a pretty hefty, big assignment that you're going to be completing, and you want to make sure that you get everything documented. So have a great day, and if you have further questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be in touch again.